don't think Sean's in the room, so I'm Sean's wingman for this. 3 slides, everybody. 3 slides.
Good stuff.
Edinburgh and Harriet Watt are relatively new arrivals into the UKCRIC network 2 years ago when it was an open call was put out. But the government funding into infrastructure research has been very much comparable through the Edinburgh and South East Scotland City Region deal. And for the first and the third of those facilities on the slide. And the centre one, Flowwave, is already funded and up and running as an EPSRC funded facility. Next slide, Joanne. But the 2 funded under the City and Region deal, CFI and the Robotarium, are still under construction. CFI will be part of the Edinburgh Futures Institute, which very sustainably is in a refurbished building, old Edinburgh Royal Infirmary, being repurposed, and it'll be ready in spring of 2023, and there will be spaces dedicated for visiting researchers within the UKCRIC network and beyond. There's a Network Plus application, for instance, but it isn't there physically yet, unfortunately. But the network exists that CFI, under the directorship of Sean Smith, is already fully engaged with activity relevant to the kind of calls that the EPSRC call is relevant to, and definitely the UKCRIC network, heading up Mission 2 on resilience and adaptation, for example, but with lots of links elsewhere. Next slide, Joanne, including the Scottish Research Partnership for Engineering and ETP, Energy Technology Partnerships. This is Flowwave, which has already been up and running for a number of years, EPSRC supported, and is a absolutely innovative circular wave tank. The benefits of that are to digitally control all of the wave actuation and absorption capabilities so that you get closer to a natural sea state for testing, for instance, renewable energy devices, or just things that are moored and fixed offshore. And it can do neat things like dancing waters if you want, but the research has been very active already in there, and that was rolled in as the part of the offering for Edinburgh and Harriet Watt joining UKCRIC. Next slide, Joanne. And finally, the National Robotarium, which is the third of the major facilities identified. This is also coming soon, and it's part of the Edinburgh South East Scotland City Region deal. This will be hosted at Riccarton at the Harriet Watt campus, but it's joint with the Edinburgh University researchers in artificial intelligence and robotics, and a big opportunity coming up. But again, the network of researchers that sits behind this new facility are definitely in place already, and very happy to be receptive to approaches for the EPSRC call. So that's it. We used up the float after about half an hour, actually. But thank you, everybody, for bearing with us, because we've got still 20 minutes or so left for direct room connectivity.